All right. I think we live in this bit. It was good chat. Yeah, I can hear our word. All right. That's not easier already.
Yo,
What's good, bro?
what's good, bro? Oh
Not that
shit,
much.
Lord,
Just
you looking
chilling.
good, dog.
Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, I got
Yes,
this cut.
sir. Yes, sir.
I got this cut like 2 weeks ago. It's new.
There we go.
Yeah,
It's crazy not seeing you all the hair, bro.
I know, right? I've been keeping it low. I haven't had like the fro since like 2022 for real.
Oh
Been about.
shit, say less.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cut
I've
my
been
shit
keeping
off
it kind
too.
of low. I've been getting
Yes,
it cut
sir.
like every 4 months.
Have you been like
Uh,
naturally staying low? Like it hasn't like even tried to grow back?
oh no, it goes back like super fast.
Oh
Yeah, it goes by like crazy fast. Like I kept like a lot like of it for the winter, and it was getting to that fro level. And I went for the buzz cut this summer because it's too hot down here.
yeah, that is the truth.
It's good Invincible. It's good TM. It's good Red. I did check out The Last of Us last night.
You said what?
Red asked if I saw The Last of Us last night, and I did. Did you watch the
Oh,
second episode?
I didn't. I
Okay.
literally was watching. I was watching a breakdown on the first episode, and then they literally spoiled the second episode for me. Oh shit! All right, well,
I mean,
but nah, it was
I mean,
crazy. You seen it?
based on the pacing of the game, you can kind of tell like when stuff is gonna
Yeah,
happen. So I'd already knew that
yeah,
he was gonna die in the second episode.
yeah. Honestly, I can't wait. I was so happy. I was like, yes.
That's crazy. I don't know, bro. They fucked up
I can't
Abby
wait
though.
till
Like
I can.
she Abby ain't built
Yeah.
like a tank, bro.
Not at all.
She was not built
That
like
was
a
the first
tank.
thing I did. I was like, oh, it's Abby Cran.
Like
It's
people were
like, how you
saying
gonna make
that they
Abby bad?
showed
It's crazy.
Abby like during like the before like the 5 year mark, and I'm like, okay, I can buy that. I'm like, so maybe she'll get her weight up because that's the reason she literally trained just so she could kill Joel. And that's why she got all buff and shit.
Yeah, so she
And
cares
she
that.
wasn't, bro. She wasn't. She wasn't, bro. I'm like, man. People were mean.
Made
People
her
were
fine as
they
hell.
had people had Ellie saying, "Joel, get up," and he was like, "Okay, I'm up."
Yeah, I
But
was like, bro, Abby fine as hell, bro.
she should have been Ellie low key.
Low key, that's what I
She
thought
she
originally. I
she
was like, oh
yeah.
shit, they recast. Yeah,
She looks just like Ellie, bro. I don't really like hate Bella
and I saw her
Ramsey as
casting
much as
as
everyone
Abby.
else does, but I'm like,
So you
I can
don't?
understand why people like. I don't really mind. Like she sounds like Ellie, but like my issue is that like I was okay with her in the first season, but she doesn't look 5 years older like at all.
Yeah, she looked the same
Um,
age.
yeah, just about. So that kind of like it kind of breaks
Kind
the
of throws it.
immersion.
Like even with Pedro Pascal, y'all made him grow his hair out a little more.
Yeah,
Like, come on now, y'all could have did a
got
little
like
something.
a little more grays on there on his
Yeah.
mustache, and beard, and hair and shit, and they did nothing for. I think like the most they did was like they like grew her hair out, like, and I think she gained
Yeah.
like more weight, but I don't know.
Uh,
Kage and I were debating on who would win between Batman and Iron Man. Who would you say? What are we talking about? Invincible? Are we
come
talking like movies?
on.
Are we talking comics? What are we
Who's
talking
that?
about?
Invincible?
Yeah.
Mark Grayson
If if we're,
already.
if we're talking movies, bro, like we haven't had like there's no Batman that could keep up
We haven't seen too much
with,
from
with
Batman.
Iron
Yeah,
Man, bro. Like I know a lot of people say
yeah. Robert
Batflick,
Downey
but
Jr. smoking.
people gotta keep in mind that Batflick, like sure he went up against like Superman and like aliens and shit, but he just started doing that. Yeah, he got 20 years of experience, but for the first 19 years he was just chilling in Gotham, bro. Like
He
so
really was chilling.
you know um
Then they also get one.
you said what?
So then, Batfleck's Robin also gets slime.
Yep.
They killed that man, didn't
I think it was by Harley. This is pretty
they?
crazy.
Yeah. So I honestly, in like a live action, point of view, I think Robert Downey Jr. is
It's
smoking every live action iteration.
it
Batfleck,
is, bro.
Batfleck is honestly the only one I see standing
Like
a
he
chance.
has the chance, yeah.
Maybe
Nah,
Christian Bale.
I don't know. Bale got the tech, but
Bale
I
got the
still don't
tech.
know.
That's the only thing I see. But Robert Downey Jr., come on now. That nigga got like 30 different suits.
Low
Half
key,
lethal.
Keaton could probably do something too. That man Keaton was like 80 years old
Yeah,
taking on Kryptonians, bro. In the Flash movie, I
that's
just
true. He
thought
was
about
fun.
that. Yeah, he could probably keep up with that.
He was fun.
Pattinson got the potential, but he's still too young. He's still
He
year
way too
two.
young, yeah.
Yeah, that's year two, bro.
And then
But
honestly, what's it called? Who do you got before that?
yeah, you got
Adam
Clooney and
West.
Kilmer. Ooh, West.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Clooney.
I
Rest
got
peace without
Adam West
Kilmer.
over it just from
But
Kilmer.
yeah, he passed away recently. I think it was like
Oh
2 weeks
dang,
ago.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh shit, actually, I think I did see some shit about that. Dang, he just
yeah,
did
it's
some
crazy.
Batman shit too. I think. Damn, that's
Man, yeah,
like
it was crazy, bro.
three Batman actors dead.
Yep, it's West. It was
Only
West, and
Batman I feel like is beating.
Arkham. I think Arkham Batman's the only. If we're going that route, I think
I would say Arkham Batman.
Arkham Batman is gonna. I think
Arkham
Arkham Batman
Batman
would definitely wash
definitely
RDJ for sure. Arkham
definitely
Batman.
putting the
That
hands on RDJ.
he is not human, bro. I don't give a shit what anyone says, bro. He's not human, bro.
Yeah, he was tripping, and not
Yeah,
that little
like
Arkham Batman from Kill the Justice League.
yeah, nah, bro.
We
Bro, that
talking about that real deal.
bro,
He's definitely smoking.
I don't know if I ever talked with you like about those two games, but like going like Spider-Man 2 and Kill the Justice League, like those were like my two most anticipated like games for
Yeah.
like that entire like period, and then they with Kill the Justice League, I
Mhm.
wasn't as disappointed because like I already knew what was gonna happen. I was hoping that they would change it, but I'm like, that is what it is. But yeah,
I'm
Spider-Man,
just mad that
Spider-Man 2, that shit broke my heart, bro.
they Spider Man was kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That
Spider-Man,
joint, that shit pisses me off.
honestly, Gotham Knights for me was kind of bad. That was like some big games I was anticipating, and I was like, man, fuck.
A lot of people actually switched up on Gotham Knights
Um,
after playing Suicide Squad, which is crazy. I didn't think Gotham Knights was too bad. I had fun with it. I think you can only have fun with it if you just play Red Hood, though. That's my opinion, because you could do some crazy
yeah,
stuff.
like the
Um,
multiplayer point of view from it is gas,
yeah,
substance. I
100%.
don't know. It kind of lags.
I think they're doing a sequel to Gotham Knights. I think that's the next
For
game they're working on.
oh
I
shit,
think yeah, that begins Montreal.
hopefully they learn their lesson.
Rocksteady's making another. They're making another Arkham game. Um, they just gotta say Kill the Justice League ain't canon, or
They
I don't
gotta just
know,
act. They gotta. I
just
hate
just
that
say it happened
they
like a parallel like another universe, bro.
yeah.
Where
Like
like
I
where
hate
like
that
things went
they
bad.
did that shit, bro. Like I should have never said it was canon in the first place.
Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't canon, I would be okay with it because like a lot of people complained about like
It
the
would have
other
been a
Justice League.
quick.
I'm like, I didn't give a shit about the Justice League at all because we don't know there's Justice League. So I'm like, I'm cool with killing them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't give a shit. I didn't give a shit when Wonder Woman died either, to be honest with you. And then they let
Then
her
you
ass stay dead,
say, "Is
which
it
is crazy.
Arkham Batman?" What?
And I'm like, Arkham Batman.
Hold on. I'm like, wait a
I'm
minute.
like, this is crazy. You mean the man that took down like dozens of villains on a nightly
In one
basis?
night.
He's getting
Like,
slimed by
what are
four
you talking
people.
about
But
here, bro? Like, like,
at
yo,
least it was a clone, bro. At least it was a clone. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling.
they had to say that shit, bro. Once they were like, oh
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. They're like, yeah,
They're
no, we
like,
fucked
hey,
this shit up.
it was a joke. They're not really dead, except for Wonder Woman. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, that was low-key crazy. Uh,
Have you seen
oh,
Daredevil?
what's up? Oh my gosh, bro. I have seen Daredevil, bro. I've been ranting about Daredevil actually,
Really?
bro. I like. I think the show would have been better if it just. I mean, it has some bad writing overall, but like what really killed the show for me was like just like the character inconsistencies. You know, like have you ever seen the Netflix show?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like that shit. I don't know. It just pissed me off. Like Karen. I mean, there were some good
I did the
parts,
same thing too.
but I'm like I don't know. I don't get how people could just like freaking praise the show.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I
I was
mean,
saying the same thing too. It's kind of like Disney was like, man, fuck that Netflix.
yeah. I'm like
They're
if you
like,
guys
fuck all that development in
if you guys
Netflix.
like were just gonna do all this, then you might as well. Because at first they weren't gonna make it canon to the show before the
Yeah.
overhaul. Um, but I'm like they were just so much like dumb stuff. Like what Karen leaving Matt is pretty crazy considering that in season 3 her character in that one episode was literally for her to learn that she can't ever leave Matt no
Yep.
matter how hard he pushes
Yep.
people away. They killed Foggy in the first 10 minutes when he
That
originally
was
wasn't
pure
going to be in the
dumb.
show, which is pretty
Yeah.
wild.
It
Um,
was like I'd rather just not have him in the show than you just sit there and kill him off like that. It's like, man, what
that
the
that
fuck?
that CGI bullseye fight was trash. Um,
Yeah.
because I don't know why they CG like Danielle the entire like the first
It
part
just got a lot of
when they're
bullshit.
fighting in the bar.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? I was like, what the fuck? And then even like the arc of him like hanging up like the horns and then going
Yeah.
like 5 episodes without being Daredevil, and then like the way he came back, I'm like, it just wasn't done, and I hated that they did
Yeah.
that,
It was a
and they
lawyer
called it
stuff.
Born Again because season 3 was technically the Born Again storyline when he had died in the
Yeah.
Defenders, and then he came
Yeah.
back. I'm like, okay, so what are they gonna do? And then Karen comes back at this end of the show, and she's all like chit
Hmm.
chatting with Matt. I'm like, Matt, she literally just abandoned you, and she came back, and now you chilling.
Just
His
left you.
girl pissed me off because Muse pulled up on her, and then he was like choking her out till Daredevil saved her, and then next time she's like, no, I saved myself actually, and then she's up there glazing Kingpin. Speaking of Kingpin, I don't know why they made Kingpin a cuck in the show, and it's so crazy because nobody else
Yeah.
is saying that, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm glad that dude died. I'm like, bro, like, ain't no way they're gonna make the Kingpin a cuck, bro. Take
I
Netflix
was,
Kingpin and make him a cuck, bro.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I like it because I'm a Daredevil fan at the end of the day. So I'll take
It,
anything Daredevil can
I
do.
mean, I was
But
excited for
like,
it. I'm
as
like, I'll take any
turf and
compliment,
like,
but
yeah,
I didn't even want it to be as
I'm
good
just
as the
like,
Netflix
y'all
thing. I
just
just wanted it to be like a
Netflix
good
Daredevil
a
is
good follow up.
Netflix.
Like Netflix Daredevil, that is like still like the best piece of Marvel media that they've ever made.
What?
Netflix Daredevil, that's like the best piece of media Marvel have like ever made. And the fact that like
Oh yeah.
they're gonna continue it and then like kind of just like they're gonna continue it, but like do like the
Fuck
bare minimum of like keeping
it.
it like consistent it's wild to me.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I fuck with the Punisher stuff in the show. Though. I thought the Punisher stuff was awesome.
yeah.
But
I like how they built him up. So hopefully they build the other defenders that they're gonna bring in.
that pissed me off in the finale too. I
Because
expect to see the
he's already.
Defenders when he said, "Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to get an army to fight
I was like, at
Fisk,"
least Luke Cage.
and then it's like just like what like random cops
I was
and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, man. But
yeah.
um,
Like, what the fuck?
and
Y'all got civilians?
No Spider
That's
Man is
crazy.
crazy. But I don't blame them for that. I blame Sony because I know they can't use him. But
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
No Spider-Man. At least like alluding to Spider-Man, nothing.
I thought Ms. Marvel's dad was a cool
But
cameo,
hey, Punisher,
even though the episode was pure filler. I thought Muse was cool, but he was only in 2 episodes, and then they killed him, so that was fucking stupid.
yeah. Then
Um,
well, are they bringing back what's his name? What's her name? As a music,
I saw that, but like they didn't even do that in the comic though, because like she had like
they
killed
didn't.
herself, and then Muse had died. He went to hell, and then he
Yeah.
possessed a girl. But I guess
So I'm
maybe he's gonna
like,
possess her. They're gonna switch it up. I don't know.
yeah, that's not like
They should
that's
just take her off the show. Honestly, I don't like her character
honestly
at all.
like let's kill it
They
off.
should just like, man, bro. Comic Iron Man versus Batman. See that's tough when it comes to debating the comics because there's too many versions. There's way too many versions.
There's a lot of it.
If we're going off the base, like it's like on one hand, like Iron Man handles like military threats, and Batman fights street crime, but then like base Batman is also like throwing hands with the Justice League and like
Yeah,
falling
that's
from
true.
outer space to and
And
crashing on Earth and
draws.
somehow living. So
This
I
man
don't,
fell out of space in his draws.
yeah, bro. Like I don't, so I don't even really know
For
for
me,
real.
man is way too inconsistent because sometimes he'll have the greatest feats and then get swamped by like the smallest thing. So it's like I
Yeah,
don't know.
and then
Tony
people
Stark,
also gotta keep in mind that Iron Man, like he wasn't always popular. So like he's like a C tier.
yeah,
He was like a C tier character like before the MCU kicked him off. So they weren't really doing much of them. He was really just like an alcoholic douchebag.
he really was
Like
until he
like
got that revamp.
yeah, pretty much. So I don't know. That's tough. And then if we're like going to like alternate versions and like the best versions, like I don't know, like Superior Iron Man, and then we got like the Batman Who Laughs and the Darkest
Batman's
Night.
Live, Darkest Night. Honestly, those are the two that like you bring those Batmans into the equation, then you really got to do your research on Iron
Yeah,
Man.
like
Because it's like,
the dark multiverse, like those are like
yeah,
some
those are some
fucking like
busted
Red
shit.
Death, like all those like different versions of Batman, like that shit's crazy. I would definitely love to
Like,
see a movie
if
like
asshole
that.
was a like a power, Batman has it. So like like Batman has the greatest ass pulls of known the comics, bro. Like I can't think of ass pulls other than like Goku or some shit. So it's like, Batman really got it if Batman got it.
For real. I mean, hell, I mean, even
But
recently,
who you
fucking
think
absolute
is
Batman.
smarter? We going
I
Bruce
might have to.
Wayne smarter?
I'll have to get out to Bruce Wayne.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because like Iron Man, like he's just like like an engineer like
Yeah,
type
he's like
shit
an
with
inventor.
like some tech. Like yeah, like Batman, he got like he knows all
Batman
sorts of
is a
shit.
detective
Loki.
at the end of
Yeah, like he
the
knows like I think he's got like 11 PhDs or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like yeah, he studied like a whole lot of
yeah.
shit. Crime.
Because
Tech,
when I did
detective
debate this
works, crime
with a couple
solving,
other people,
biology, like all
yeah,
sorts of
when
shit.
I, when I did debate this with other people, it kind of just boiled down to who was smarter. And I was like, I feel like Batman is smarter in the sense of he knows he's, the weaker opponent, so he has to always be on point rather than
Yep.
like Iron Man rather make rash decisions in the in the at the point of timing.
And that's the thing. Like, that's what I debate this kind of stuff. I'm like, you also got to keep in mind like people's like their character. It's like
Yeah,
Batman. Like, so Batman knows he's going to be the weaker opponent, so he's gonna think smarter. Iron Man will be the type to like kind of like act cocky about it
yeah.
and wouldn't really take it seriously until shit hits the
And
fan.
now get his ass.
Yeah, basically. Then you also got to keep another thing to keep in mind though is some heroes kill and some people don't. Iron Man will definitely be
Yeah,
willing to kill Batman for real, and Batman wouldn't cross them. Like, well, if we're talking like base, base in most versions
that is
of Batman, because they've been
it's
doing some weird shit with his morals lately. Which I mean,
crazy shit.
I don't really mind. Like, I don't mind that much. As much as other people, I'm like, there are always gonna be different versions of the character, and
Yeah,
some of those versions are just gonna kill. Like it's so crazy to me that Batfleck gets the most hate with this kill rule when like I think like every Batman prior to him, besides Clooney, killed because Bale killed Ra's al Ghul and Two Face. Um, Keaton was a mass murderer, like a fucking lunatic, and people loved that shit. And Kilmer killed Two Face. So the only Batman previous to him that didn't kill was West and Clooney, and Pattinson hasn't killed. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a big fan of Batfleck. I was so happy he was Batman. I was
Yeah,
like, Daredevil's Batman now? What are you talking about?
I fuck with Batman. I mean, he got like the best physique. He got the best suit. Well, he also got the
Mystique
worst
was
suit.
just hard.
That shit in the Flash was ass. He had the best suit in
Yeah, that's
BBS and the worst suit in the Flash, which is crazy. The fighting was awesome. I still think like that warehouse fight scene is
that
still the best Batman fight scene we've ever gotten in live action. That shit was crazy.
I'm like, come on.
But
Like, only reason I can see why people shit on Batfleck is the whole Martha incident. I get
yeah,
that last one thing, but come on now.
other
I
than
can't
that,
tell
bro,
me
listen, I thought he was fire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely got to at least be like he's definitely not like the worst. I'll take Batfleck over Clooney and Kilmer respectfully.
True.
But the Batman Part 2 delay thoughts. I don't know. I mean, some of it's got me tweaked, but I'm gonna just trust the process. Like, I
Yeah.
think 5 years for a sequel is kind of wild, but we did just get the Penguin, and the Penguin was
Yeah.
really good. I low key like the Penguin more than the Batman, honestly, just because there was like more to watch of that show. The Penguin was, oh man, that shit was so gas.
What, Penguin?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Penguin was like that entire like month run it had. That was like my main reason for living. I'm not gonna lie.
Penguin was
Just
gas.
just gotta make it a Sunday so I can watch the Penguin, bro. Man, that
Penguin
shit
was
was
Penguin was good.
man, bro. Like
So
yeah, that's
I think that's why that delay is inevitable because I think kind of blew up. I feel like they're gonna start adapting more elements they use in that shit.
yeah, because he was doing that. He's doing the Arkham show for
Yeah.
James Gunn's DC universe. I think
Yeah.
he's also doing Clayface. That's gonna be
Yeah. I
in
forgot
James Gunn's
Clayface.
universe.
I
Yeah,
forgot
he's doing
Clayface
that
in his own
Clayface
shit.
movie. And I don't know, there's like some sort of rumor going around that he actually has like some like health, some like bad health concerns
Oh shit! Wait, Patterson
going
or
on. Matt Reeves.
oh dang.
Yeah, so with Pattinson, he's gonna be in Christopher Nolan's next movie, the Odyssey.
Yeah,
I
I did
think,
see
and I
that.
think they're gonna start filming that this year, and then there's a rumor that he's in Dune 3.
Patterson in June 3 is actually way good.
Yeah, so and I think Dune 3 is gonna film at the end of the year. So and the script for the Batman 2 is still not done, so that
Damn.
they might delay it to 2028. I'm not gonna
How about I
lie,
say they might put that shit real far back.
which is crazy because it was supposed to drop this year. Like that's
What do you
why I
think
think
about
like they gotta stop
Spider
announcing
Verse
shit so
dropping?
soon. Spider-Man, I'm so glad they got rid of John Watts as the director, but they did keep the same writers, so I don't know how I'm feeling about that.
I was so happy I saw
Um,
the trailer for that.
yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of people were upset when there's a battle going on between Sony and Disney of whether they're going to do a street tier Spider-Man movie or like a multiversal joint. And I'm like, well, I do want a street tier though. Like it kind of makes sense to do because it's set after Doomsday and before Secret Wars. And
Yeah,
he's going to be in both of those movies as a lead. So to have him go from Doomsday, from multiversal Doomsday to street tier Spider-Man 4
yeah.
back to Secret Wars, I feel like it would be kind of goofy unless Spider-Man 4 is going to take place before
I could
Doomsday.
definitely see that being
Um,
super goofy. Like y'all just got done doing this multiversal threat. He's fighting bad
yeah,
guys on the
so
street.
I'm like, I don't know. So, and I'd be cool. I would be cool. I think there was like rumor that he was going to team up with Toby and Andrew and Venom
Yeah, I
to
did see
take on
that.
Null on Battle World. I'm like, I would be fine with that. I'm like, that's a fire idea because they did tease
That's
Null
fine.
and Venom 3. So I would be fine if they go that route. But maybe that could be like a subplot. Like, I don't think Secret Wars should be a movie just because it's such a big comic event. Like that should be
Yeah.
like maybe like a two-parter, low key.
Yeah,
And
I think
I'm
that should
not a
be like two
fan.
part.
I'm not a fan of RDJ as Doctor Doom and them cutting out Kang and just rushing Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems very very messy. I'm glad the
I feel
Russo
like
brothers are back though.
there are so many other multiversal threats we could have used instead of, reusing the same actor over and over again. It's like, come on now.
Yeah, I thought for sure that they were gonna go with Killian Murphy,
That's what I thought, and he would have been a crazy Doctor Doom.
like, and they said RDJ. I was like, what?
I was hoping maybe it
Um,
was like a meme or like like
I
they
mean,
were joking around.
I was hoping that they were gonna go the comic route of that one variant that was Tony Stark.
Yeah, Tony
And
Stark.
he was Iron Man, and then he became Doctor
Doom.
Doom. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, that would be fire. And then they said that no, they're not doing that. He's gonna be Victor Von Doom. I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid.
that's
I'm
stupid.
like, you're gonna bring back Iron Man as Doctor Doom, and then you're not gonna have him like as Iron Man. I'm like, that would be kind of better to kind of like have that go full circle
Hmm.
with Iron Man, but I don't know. And then even like when it comes to the Avengers are still not even set up.
Yeah, like they're
Um,
trying to set up the Young Avengers, and that shit failed
yeah.
tremendously. Like, I
Uh,
don't know.
uh,
Marvel just, I feel like they need to calm down.
yeah, they're
Take a
just
break.
they're doing it too much, low key. I mean, I'm excited for Fantastic Four. I'm excited for
Yes,
the Thunderbolts. I thought Brave New World. I thought it was okay.
I didn't think it was that bad. I feel like it would have done better as a Hulk movie.
Exactly. It was literally a Hulk sequel, just with the
Yeah,
Captain America, like
with Captain
slapped
America.
onto it. Um, and I feel like that's the issue right there too. Like they want Sam Wilson to be like the leader of the Avengers. Like that's fine, but like they're not doing enough with him.
Yeah,
Like
like
we've
that.
only seen him like twice. It was in that movie and in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and
Yeah,
they haven't done anything with him, and he's not even really talked about. There's not much like connectivity, you know, in the MCU besides like a few stuff here and there. Like I can only think of like maybe like Shang-Chi
yeah.
in the post credits where there was Hulk and Captain Marvel. Um, and then I guess like Daredevil meeting
I
Miss
forgot
Marvel's
Shang-Chi
dad in
was
his
even.
show.
I forgot Shang-Chi was even a movie.
I thought Shang-Chi was solid. The guy that directed Shang-Chi, he's actually directing Spider-Man 4. So hopefully we
Oh
can
yeah,
get some good swinging and fight scenes for Tom
yeah,
Holland
man.
for once, because the first three they were not it, low
They
key.
were not it. Like
Besides
I
the
really, they
besides the
should have.
Goblin,
Oh
fights,
yeah,
yeah,
that Goblin
those
fight was crazy.
those were fine.
I feel like Disney should just focus on Street Tears for a good while. Leave the multiversal shit alone for a good minute. Let us forget. Introduce the Street Tears, get them built up. Then we can start talking about some multiversal disasters.
I mean, they did say that they divided their like they have like the street tier side and then like the cosmic side and the
Yeah,
magic side. I'm like that's cool and all, but it's kind of too late for that. This should have been like a
yeah.
discussion at the beginning of phase 4. Besides you doing like Black Widow, a Black Widow movie after she died that no one
After
asked
she
for, doing the
died,
Eternals
yeah,
that nobody asked for. Um, and it's just crazy. And it's like the characters that we do got, they aren't doing anything with them. Like, where the fuck is Moon Knight,
hmm,
bro?
yeah.
I want to see more Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, yeah, like
But
fucking, especially in a Daredevil movie. Like, come on, bruh.
yeah, you would think that he would be in there for sure.
You would think he would, especially if we're not alluding to Spider Man. Moon Knight is still out there somewhere. Like, come on now. And that show is not that bad. Like, come on.
I expect at least maybe like fucking Kate Bishop because
Yeah, even Kate or
Caitlyn wasn't
something.
Hawkeye. Um, I was
Or
speaking of
even,
her. I did see because Haley Steinfeld she was in Sinners. I just saw Sinners
yeah, she was.
on Friday. Did you see that?
I didn't, but I did see like
Yeah,
hella trailers, and my brothers want to watch it. So
yeah, you gotta check it out, man. It's really good. It's
I just don't fuck with Michael B. Jordan.
Deck for real. You don't fuck
I
with Michael B.
really don't.
Jordan? Dang,
Like
whoa,
I
why?
did for a while until I rewatched the OG, not OG, but like the Fantastic Four 2015 when he
uh,
was Human Torch. I forgot. I couldn't forgive him for that.
dang, that's. I mean, I feel like he redeemed himself for with Killmonger, you know,
He did. He did.
and and,
Killmonger
and
did give
Creed.
him that.
Creed. He was solid. He was actually very consistent in Creed.
So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it eventually because I've heard good things about the movie. But every time I see him, I just see the Fantastic Four, that
Man,
naked thing.
man, like they gotta they gotta really cook with this Fantastic Four movie. I'm not gonna lie.
They really gotta cook with it. Even this Thunderbolts movie, because I want to see Sentry, but I want to see Sentry and it makes sense.
Yeah, I feel that. Especially they're also they're doing Sentry and the Void.
Yeah, like come on, this is a lot, especially for people that don't really know about Sentry and shit. Like this is a lot you're throwing at people.
But
But I've heard
I
that
think
they're
it'll
trying
be good.
to. I
I
heard
like
that they kill Taskmaster in this shit, so I'm happy for that.
yeah, I'm also happy with that. Like I heard like the screenings were really good.
Yeah,
I just I don't know, like I think the movie looks good. I'm just still not a fan of like the lineup. A
yeah.
bunch of people with
The
no
lineup,
powers. They all just do the same shit.
all and but
They just fight and shoot guns.
keep
And
going.
that's about it. And I don't understand
At
why
least
people
like
like the Red
Ghost has
Guardian so
like
much.
the who?
The Red Guardian. I don't know why people like him so much.
Oh, I don't
I
know
mean,
why he.
I like David Harbour, like the actor, but I just don't like the Red Guardian,
Yeah,
bro. He's just too fucking corny,
I
bro.
don't know why they don't get rid of him. Why are we playing with the Red Guardian like this? I feel like he lived out of purpose.
I don't know,
Say
and it's
like
so
Ghost is the
crazy.
only one with like powers.
Like Marvel has been lacking, and then DC they're not capitalizing off this shit, bro.
Yeah, DC got to capitalize on
It's crazy.
that.
What are your thoughts on Superman?
Honestly, I got a lot of hope. I got a lot of hope, man. I really wanted to be good. The theater's first day to watch that shit because I really good. But after seeing the couple of trailers I've seen, I'm kind of losing hope.
See,
Uh,
I feel the same. But like, I thought the very first trailer was solid, and then like
yeah,
the recent marketing has just not been it. Like, I'm sorry, like that clip
that clip was with the
with crypto like
yeah,
jumping on him and biting him. That shit pissed me off.
that shit pissed me off.
That shit pissed me off. I'm like, and people were like, "Well, he's just a dog." I'm like, "He's just not any dog though, bro. He's crypto,
Like he is
a
crypto. This nigga
Kryptonian
is not.
super intelligent dog."
He is not
And you mean to
stupid. Like
tell me that he can't see that Superman, like he's like bleeding from his mouth all in the snow? Like, no, fuck that, bro.
like crypto is
Fuck
a
that.
super intelligent dog, an alien dog at that. Like he should not be acting like a random Earth dog.
For real, bro. Just a
Too happy to
stupid
see
ass
his
fucking
own.
mutt, bro. Man, and then like a lot like the promo art, like also that they've been like showing recently is crazy. Like I literally I did like a stream and I broke it down and like they had like him posing like the classic like Superman flying pose,
Yeah,
but they had him like going like straight down and no cap, you can see his dick like pointing out of his trunks. And I'm like this is fucking crazy, bro. I'm like that's why in all the movies they kind of had the camera pointing up and not
yeah,
just like right in the middle and centering on his face because I'm like, yeah, I'm like this is crazy, bro. And I mean the suit. I think the suit is okay. I can understand the criticisms of it looks baggy, it looks cheap. I mean it does. I want the movie to be good because it needs to be good because this is gonna like kickstart the entire DCU. Which, to be honest, if they were to say we're gonna cancel the DCU and just go forward with Robert Pattinson's Batman universe, I would be honestly okay with that. But I don't know. This DCU is it needs to kick off. I'm more excited for Peacemaker than I am season 2 of Peacemaker than I am for Superman.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially since John Cena going crazy as a heel in WWE right now.
Yeah,
So
I heard about all about that.
he's going stupid right now. But you seen Creature Commandos?
I've seen clips. I haven't
Yeah,
seen the whole show yet. I just couldn't really get into it. Like I was really vibing with it, but I did know that
yeah,
they did tease Batman, and
yeah.
I
They
did see that
did.
clip.
And I think this is Patterson's Batman too that they're fucking around with. No, not Patterson's Batman because he's an Elseworld.
Yeah, it was a rumor though that they were trying to bring him in, and Reeves said,
Oh,
"Nah,
okay, okay.
well, we're gonna keep them separate." But no, they're gonna make their own version, and that's the crazy part too. Like because they are gonna do the Brave and the Bold at some point,
Yeah,
but they're not gonna do it at the same time as the Batman Part Two. So
part two. So it's like
either Brave and the Bold is gonna get delayed, or they're gonna keep delaying the Batman Part Two, which is wild.
weird. Uh,
I just hope it just doesn't get canceled. If it gets canceled, I would lose my shit, low key.
I wouldn't mind some more spin-offs for that world, but I'd rather see the movie.
The Arkham show was supposed to be a spinoff
Yeah,
for that
and
universe, but they
Clayface
moved
shit,
it.
right?
The Clayface is for the DCU. Well,
Oh,
originally the Arkham show was going to be a GCPD show
oh,
that
okay,
was set before the Batman, and then they changed it
yeah,
to an Arkham show, and then they were like, okay, well, we're going to do the Arkham show, but we're going to move it to the DCU.
that is
And I'm
true.
like, I mean, I guess that makes sense because you had this experienced Batman already. He's already got like the Bat family, so of course he'll have all his villains. But it's like,
Yeah,
damn, like can we have some shit over for Robert
like
Pattinson, bro?
we talking about Batman, we don't even know who he is.
Who do you want to be the next Batman?
Honestly, I want my boy Harry Potter to be the Batman, bro. What's his name? Radcliffe? Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel Radcliffe? Oh,
Yeah, bro.
I did hear that
Like, yo.
people.
But I feel like the Batman they're gonna use has to be like a little older. Because if they're gonna like already have him in ties with like Superman and shit, like I feel like he has to be a little older.
Well, he's gonna be
Like you said,
old
he already has the
AF.
established Bat family.
Yeah, I think Damien's gonna be his Robin in that movie. So
See,
yeah,
I'm down
I
with
don't
that.
know, I'm also not really happy with that because it's like we're yet again we're gonna have an experienced Batman and a new Superman. I'm like, you could have just
Yeah,
kept Cavill and
really could
Affleck.
have just kept Cavill and Batfleck, but whatever. Or at least Cavill Patterson. Like
Yeah.
that was not that bad. Let's
Have you
stop
ever
trying to beat around the bush and say Cavill was bad. Cavill did his thing as Superman.
have you ever seen Reacher on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
That's why I want to be Batman. I'm on that camp. Alan
Ooh,
Richardson, yeah, I want
that's
him to be Batman, bro. He's got the best. He will have the best
he
physique if he was
does.
cast as Batman.
He does have
Um,
the physique for Batman. I think he wanted to.
yeah, he did say that he wants to because he's aware of the rumor.
Yeah.
Jetson Ackles is another one that people
I'm
like
about to say
want,
I
like
can
a
see
fan
Jensen
cast.
Ackles.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, but the thing is, like, I don't know if they'll let that shit slide because if they're not using like older actors, he did voice Batman.
That's true. They use a voice.
Um, and the animated Tomorrowverse. People were saying Jake Gyllenhaal. I never understood that.
Nah, I can't see that.
I couldn't see that. I could see it as a Bruce Wayne, but as a Batman, nah.
Nah. Yeah, the Bruce Wayne for sure, but Batman, no.
But yeah, Alan Richardson, yeah, that's who I want.
That's
That I
Richard.
will go hard.
Richard.
Yeah, yes, sir, bro.
I can see that for sure. Got the bill for it and everything.
Like the events, like Invincible and like the boys, like they're fire, but Reacher is actually low key like my favorite series on Amazon Prime. They went
Reacher
nuts
is
with
slept
season
on.
3.
Reacher is slept on for sure. Like you said, because the boys and Invincible get all right, but Reacher
Yeah,
is
bro. People are always like, I keep people saying, man, I don't know what to watch now that Invincible's gone. I'm like, man, you can watch Reacher, bro. I'm telling you, it does
Reacher.
not miss. Like they're like that I would literally because they would drop. I think like Invincible dropped first, like a week or two before Reacher, but I would watch those like at the same time because they would drop on the same day.
On the same day, yeah.
So yeah, I would watch Invincible first and Reacher afterwards. But season 3 of Invincible went crazy. I know you and I we were talking shit about that second
Yeah,
season, but they cooked with season 3.
they could. I'll give it to them. I was a little mad the Invincible War was shorter than what I needed it to be, but it could.
But yeah, I enjoyed that, bro. Conquest, like the last 2 episodes, like were fucking insane with
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Invincible War and Conquest, bro.
Yeah. You
Man,
definitely see where the budget went.
Yeah, bro. People can say, bro, they had his hair animated and shit, bro.
His
Yeah,
hair follicles swollen and
it
everything.
was cooking. It was cooking with that. Fuck the Immortal. Fuck Duplicate.
Oh yeah.
Two worst characters on the show.
Shout out my
Honestly,
home.
they should have just kept like when they brought him back. He said he was gonna retire. Man, that should piss me off. Like retire from what? You don't do anything.
Don't do shit, bro.
Like
Ever since
they should just kept him dead for real.
he's just been beating your
He,
ass, bro.
yeah, he's the sorriest hero, bro. I think he's died like 5 times on the show.
Yes, by the
Because
same people.
Omni Man killed him twice in season 1.
Yep.
He got killed in an alternate universe by Mark in season
By
2,
Mark. Yep.
and then
I think season 3.
Mark killed him in the future in this
Yep. In the
season, and
future,
then
yep.
one of the alternate Marks killed
Yes.
him during the Invincible War.
Yes. Like
I'm like, bro,
so much for Immortal. I see how he got his name, bro. He don't fucking stay dead.
yeah, bro. They keep choosing to bring him back. Like I'm like, man, just let him stay dead, bro.
Like
Just let
I
him
really
stay dead.
gotta learn some feats about Immortal because he just has no respect for me, bro. Like he's the leader of the what do they call it? Guardians of the Globe. Nah, hold on.
Yeah,
Well,
that was the Guardians of the Globe. Yeah, that's right.
okay. So yeah, he's like the leader. So you expect him to be like, I was expecting him to be on like Superman par or some bullshit. This man don't do shit.
He's not, bro. Like
But fuck
he's
TV,
honestly he's honestly moving like season 1 Mark if we're being for real.
basically.
He's moving like season 1 Mark. But yeah, I enjoyed season 3 of Invincible. I thought that was fire.
I can't wait for the boys to drop their final season.
They still haven't even announced a release date, which is crazy, bro. I thought for sure it was gonna drop this year.
I did too, especially since they did drop Reacher and Invincible. Like, come on, boys is right there with them.
But
Usually.
yeah, so I don't. Aren't they doing like a second season of Gen V? Season 2?
I
Like
think
a
they're
second season?
trying to. But the old dude died, so I feel like they gotta pay that long.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of got a snap for the final season of The Boys because season 4 was kind of like it was kind of meh. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very meh.
I wasn't.
It
Really
was kind of. I felt like it was just something they just pushed out and was like, all right, here.
Yeah, it felt like they were just more focused on like the fifth season, and I'm just like
I think that's what a couple of the actors said too. They were like, the 5th season is shit.
Yeah, like, that's all they really care about, just doing the 5th season. Because like, I mean, with the 4th season, like the stuff with Butcher and him having power, dealing with the powers, and then Homelander and that stuff. I mean, I was fine. I thought that stuff was great. It was just like everyone else, like they had like their own like little like storylines, and I'm like, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I honestly forgot that Huey had a dad, bro, and I didn't care. I didn't care when he was sick and when he was dying. The shit with Kimiko, Frenchie's storyline that pissed me off because like Frenchie told Kimiko that he had feelings for her, and she said, "Nah, we're just friends."
Yep.
And then he gets involved with this guy, and then it goes bad. And then she was like, "Yeah, well, I had feelings for you this whole time." Like, all right, all right, bro. I'm like, we just wasting time now, basically.
Yeah,
but even with that, I didn't give a shit because I'm like, you mean to tell me that when his boyfriend found out that Frenchie killed his family, he let him live? Nah, bro, couldn't be me. I don't care if we were having sex, bro. If you off my family, bro, I gotta get my lick back. I don't care. So I thought that shit was crazy.
And I feel like they strayed away from source material a lot. So like it's kind of hard to go back to that to even like find, those fill in those plot holes.
Like I'm really wondering what they're gonna do with the ending because Black Noir was originally Homelander.
Yeah.
But now they killed him off, so I wonder how they're gonna end it.
Black Noir.
So I'm honestly the best part of the season was when they said that Soldier Boy was coming back.
Yes.
Yeah. So Soldier Boy, that's my guy. That's my favorite character on the show, bro. And it fucking pissed me off when Huey switched up on him at the end of the third season.
He honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "We're so close to the finish line. You're gonna do this like right now." I'm like, man, I'm like, they had him dead to rights, and instead they just all just jumped Soldier Boy, and yeah, that
Like,
shit pissed
bro,
me off.
the conflict could have been over in season 3.
Yeah, for real.
Everything could have been done if Butcher didn't swap up.
It is what it is. I think the main issue with the fourth season, and they kind of did this with like the 13, like they like it's like at first, like the first 2 seasons, like I think like they're still the best because it's like like yeah, like the gore and stuff was mind blowing, but like they really took their time with the story and like the
Yeah.
characters, and it's like they seem to like switch that up where they're like now like they care more about like showing like gore and sex stuff instead of prioritizing that storyline and how the characters are moving
Mm-hmm.
to the point because it's like guts are like everywhere and like every single episode,
Every
and
episode.
and it's like that shock value is just gone. Like even like hero gasm honestly didn't even freak me out like that much, and they were hyping that shit up to the max too back in the third season. But that might be just me though. Oh man. Need Kage on the gaming stream. He did just tell me the other day that he got his PS5, so he's gonna tap in for sure. He's got to. We could get him on like some gang beasts, some speedrunners, something. Shit, I can look through my library like right now and see what we could get him on. But he said May 21st.
You said what?
TM had said that we need to get you on a gaming stream, and I was telling him that
Oh
you did
shit.
just get a PS5.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we're
It's
just waiting
been,
on the
as you can see,
21st.
I'm undergoing some rebranding at the moment. So yeah, this summer I'm turning up.
Yep. We're gonna get you on Gang Beast, bro. We're gonna get you on Speedrunners.
That new speedrunners gotta definitely be on, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm so excited, bro.
That shit's gonna go over.
Trying to think what else we've been playing like a lot of Phasmophobia lately and Helldivers.
Minute.
But yeah, we just got off Fortnite. We transitioned back into Apex because these
Okay.
kids nowadays, bro, like they move into different on Fortnite, bro. I can't keep up with them anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, like I used to snap out with like and then like I mean like I'll die, but I'll have like some kills under my belt, bro. Like I was playing recently and
Yeah.
I just don't got it no more. I'm not gonna lie. And
Nah,
I like, I'm like,
I
yeah,
don't have that at
let's
all.
just. I was like, let's just get off Fortnite. Let's just go back to Apex, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, because at
There
least
we
with
go.
Apex, we're getting whooped by men our age, and not little kids.
Yeah.
So I was fine
Not a
with
whole
that. But
bunch of
yeah,
little
we have
kids.
Apex. Shit, I remember I played with
Uh,
you and Dash, and I forgot his name, but there were one kid. There was this kid that you guys were playing with. He was whipping all of our asses, bro.
um,
I think it was
probably
like one of
unknown.
like those
Yeah.
Twitch streams.
Even he's still trying to play Apex with us, bruh. I don't know. I've
Hey.
been in the Apex mood. That game, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
they
different
did
type
like
of
a
rage in
lot
that game.
of they did a lot of crazy nerfs and shit now. Like Evo
But
shields, you
I see
can't
you
loot
all been
those
playing Split
anymore.
Faction. How's that?
Split Fiction is fire. That's definitely a game of the year contender, bro. I fuck with Hazelite. I'm gonna be real. Like I think Split Fiction is probably like if I'm going through my library, that's probably like this might be like the only game I picked up this year that I've enjoyed that's like new.
Mhm.
Because like I'll say that like well I did play Astrobot. I fuck with Astrobot. Astrobot was crazy.
Astrobot.
That dropped
That's
last year. And Helldivers also
yeah.
dropped last year. So yeah, I was fine with Helldivers. But yeah.
You getting in
Uh,
the Switch too?
oh hell nah, bro. I was just ranting about that the other day too, bro. That's some fucking bullshit,
That shit looks. Oh my god, man.
bro. The fucking the Xbox
Where's the gaming
Series,
community
you can get the
going?
Xbox less than a fucking Switch 2, and the Switch 2 costs the same price as a PS5 if you get the disc drive. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And then like the $80 games, and you
Yes,
got paid
like
$90 for physical, but some of the games aren't even physical. You get like
right,
a
bro.
key code. I'm like, man, nah, like they smoking.
Yeah,
Um,
Nintendo's on one for sure.
and that price is just for like Japan and whatnot. You know, with us, it could be
Mhm.
even more expensive, low key.
It's gonna be even more. Yeah,
But I don't know. I'm not even really like it. I don't really play like Nintendo games for real like that
sounds
anymore.
ridiculous.
So
Cool
I'm
concept
just
though. I
chilling. I
like
don't know.
how it looks. You know, in the little gaming, you can record yourself, play
Yeah,
with friends. You can see their gameplay. Like that's cool. But
there's
you
finally
know, it's
fucking
not
like
2008.
good. There's good like graphics and good frame rates because like that Switch One is was horrendous, bro. Like
Yeah,
mofos
that's
were so hyped when Arkham came to Switch for the first time. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, you guys should be able to play Asylum and City, but y'all ain't gonna be able to run Night on that shitty ass little
yeah.
handheld device. And sure enough, they couldn't play Arkham. They had issues
No,
playing Arkham Knight on there. They had to do so many updates to patch that shit, and I don't even think they still finished it. And it just looks so downgraded. Hell, I even remember Mortal Kombat.
yeah. I say
Um,
Mortal Kombat One when it went on the Switch was
they couldn't even
horrible.
play like the full finishers. I'm like that's wild.
Yeah, they said it looked like a mobile game. I was like,
I
damn.
mean, it does. It's crazy. An open world Mario Kart game, though, like that's a fire concept to me. But
Yeah, the
it
open
ain't
world
fire enough
again.
for
I
me
was
to
like, okay,
pay
hold on.
$80 to $90, bro. That
I
shit's
see
crazy to me. What's
they
good, M?
cooking with the open world, but $90. Sheesh.
And like, I've always said that I'm okay with games like if they want to take the price hike for sure, because excuse me, because technology is advancing and there's more time and effort going into the games, sure, but like there's got to be some sort of innovation in there, and like the issue is like a lot of the games, the last like I don't know, like shit, like the last 2 to 3 years, they haven't been cooking with the innovation, and they don't feel like 70. Like I wouldn't have paid, like I said last night on Apex Strat, I would not pay if I knew Spider-Man 2 was gonna be the way it was, trash story, trash characters, little innovation in gameplay, no fucking DLC. I would have not paid $70 for that shit. I would have paid at most 30 for Spider-Man 2. So, if games are gonna be if the new price tag is gonna be $80,
Yeah,
you gotta put some effort into it.
yeah.
Because God of War Ragnarok, like I think God of War Ragnarok was like the last game I was okay paying $70 for.
Got it right.
Because I felt like I got my money's worth out
Yeah,
of
you got
that.
your money. Mario,
Um,
Mario game. I'm sorry, there's no Mario to pay $80 for.
like shit, like I might low key pay 100. If they do go in that route with GTA 6, I heard people talk about it, but I might low key pay $100 for GTA 6. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, as I know they gotta go crazy with GTA 6. That's just been development for years now. Yeah, if they're
12
paying fair
years in
wages.
the making.
Yeah, I think so. Because they really hold Red Dead online when it comes to that.
Yeah,
So and like when it comes to GTA 6, like I don't mind like the wait for that because people have to understand that they did Red Dead, and I think Red Dead took them like 8 years, 7 to 8 years to make, and then we had the pandemic in the middle of production. So you know I'm okay with letting them cook. I'm sure it's gonna be fire. I'm more wondering like what are they gonna do with online, because they separated GTA 5 and GTA Online, and they made GTA Online its own game for the remastered version.
mm.
M said, "Yeah, if they're paying fair wages, I might consider paying more, but we know that ain't happening. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. See, like we're
That's
not
facts.
going through a recession right now, but $90 for a game.
Nah, that's crazy. Like even I'm kind of on the fence because like I'm excited for Ghost of Yotei and I love Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah.
but they haven't been marketing that shit and it's supposed to drop this
Yeah.
year, so I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it, and I don't. If I pay $70 for it and if it ends up being trash, like I might low key poop.
Got it right.
But I mean, it's Sucker Punch. They cooked with Ghost of Tsushima. They cooked with the infamous series.
Yep. Isn't
So
it
I'm,
Ghost
I'm
of Tsushima
sure.
still getting live action?
Yeah, it's also getting an anime.
An anime, yeah.
The anime is going to be like the Legends mode, like the online mode, and yeah, they're doing the live action movie based on the story. So yeah, I think that's gonna be like that's like years out still though, which sucks, but I'm waiting
Yeah.
for it.
Shoot. That's gonna be good.
Oh, I wanted to ask you. I don't think we talked about how do you feel about Xbox games? Because they went third party, so now they're coming over to PlayStation. How do you feel about
Yeah.
that?
Honestly, I heard some big things that Xbox gonna do. So hopefully this is just, you got loose on the win some.
I don't like. It's so crazy. Like they instead of just trying hard
They said, here,
and
take it.
working harder, they really just threw in the towel and they went third party. I'm like, and people want to talk about the console wars. Like the console war was positive in the aspect of like there was competition
Yeah, there was
because
competition.
like now there's no competition and Sony's just doing whatever the fuck they want. Like if Xbox
Yeah,
was at the
really.
top of the game right now, they would not be dropping a fucking Concord.
No,
They just wouldn't.
they
You
would
know,
not be. Bro.
and that's
But
what
you
happened.
hear about
The three
their deal with Steam?
I heard that the new Xbox that they're making is gonna be compatible with the
Yeah,
Steam Deck. And I'm like, that's fine, but I'm like, are people still gonna buy like an Xbox like when there's like
exactly.
it's basically useless. I feel like it's always been useless because everything you can get on Xbox you can get on PC, but it's like now it's coming
That's
over
it.
to PlayStation. Like
That's basically what they're telling people now. It's just get a PC. They're like,
just
bro, the
yeah, I'm
consoles
like
want to go over.
and low
Get a
key even
PC.
the PC is the way to go because like I'm keeping that same energy with PlayStation and like they're dropping like a lot of our shit faster on
Yeah,
PC, and like I mean I'm fine with Spider-Man 2 being on PC because the modder community like they snapped with the first one in
yeah, they
Miles,
went
but like
stupid.
they they
As soon as it
dropped the
released,
they dropped the PC port like 13 months after the game came out. I'm like shit. I'm like so they start doing like more day one on PC launches. I'm selling my PS5. I'm just gonna upgrade my PC for
yeah.
real. That's gonna be my route because just like with the Xbox, it would just feel kind of pointless, low key. But I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah,
Once
the
they
new
drop
Xbox is
Minecraft
kind of
2,
crazy.
Xbox will be back on their shit, bro.
I don't know, bro. People kept saying like a whole lot of like just wait till they drop Halo Infinite, bro. That's gonna go
Come on,
crazy.
bro.
They fucked up Halo
Wait till you see
Infinite,
the Master Chief remaster, bro. It's gonna go
bro.
stupid.
They said fucking shit. What was Starfield? Starfield about to go
Oh,
crazy, dog.
yeah.
Nope.
Starfield was horrible,
No,
bro.
and then there was something else that dropped was the same year as Starfield too that people were hyping up and it ended up being
I know
trash.
they hyped up Nightfall, and Nightfall was
That's
ass.
yeah no yep that's what I was supposed to get Nightfall like they
Nightfall was stupid. I was so not playing that game. Yeah, Microsoft doing a big thing. Man, what the fuck is this?
and they finna fumble Fable, bro. You just know
Yes, they're gonna
they
fumble.
this is gonna do it, bro. Like
I have hopes for Fable.
what about did you play that Indiana Jones game? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I've heard mixed reviews on it, and it was with on Xbox at first, but they dropped it on PlayStation like afterwards.
Wait,
But
what?
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh yeah. That was supposed to come to Xbox, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was day one on Xbox. It was a time exclusive on Xbox. It's on PlayStation now, I think. But I've heard like a lot of mixed reviews. I'm not an Indiana Jones fan, so I don't
Yeah,
I haven't touched it, so I don't
I wouldn't have touched it either.
I don't really care.
But shoot, Morris, I do gotta go.
All right. Well, it's been chill.
Yes,
Appreciate you
sir. Yes,
pulling up.
sir. I appreciate the
Yeah,
invite.
yeah. And we'll see. I'll see you next month.
Oh yeah,
You
oh
know,
yeah.
PlayStation.
Definitely hit
Do you
you
still you got your gamer tag set up? I can still probably add you.
up. Yeah, I should have everything set up. I'll set my shit.
All right. Well, yeah. You can just you can send it to me on
Yeah, I got
IG.
you. Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
can add you.
Like I said, major rebranding on the way. We're going stupid for summertime.
Yes, sir, bro. We about to do like a whole lot of about to do a whole lot of shit, bro.
Uh,
We got to train you up on
all right,
getting
brother.
these in speedrunners, and we'll see
Everything.
how you compete.
Got a swamp. But, all right, brother. It was good seeing you.
Yep, you too. Take care. Stay safe.
You too, boss.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too. I gotta work out. I'll probably be on for 15. Actually, I'm gonna text Ethan. He wants to pull up. Have y'all seen Soul Leveling? Oh shit! I just peeped that. I forgot to ask him. I don't know if he has. I think Ethan's seen it. I haven't checked it out yet, but I want to. I need something new to watch. As of right now, I've just been watching the lot. I rewatched the first Last of Us season, and then I picked up the second season when it dropped. So that's all I've been watching. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up Epic Mickey tomorrow, and we'll start that series some point in time. My Siri keeps activating. Um, Ethan might be busy right now, low key. Um, but yeah, I might pick that up though. I might play those during the day. I might play that during like the day on Thursday. I'm not gonna pick up Hitman because last check is kind of dry. This check isn't as dry, but it's a little more dry than normal. So I'm just gonna save Hitman for another time. But I'm gonna buy Epic Mickey. I'm gonna buy that tomorrow, and we can start a walkthrough of that on the channel. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I think Ethan might low key be busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. I appreciate y'all pulling up to the stream. TM Red Invincible M. Appreciate y'all. Dylan and Ethan might be streaming tonight. I think they said they're gonna play Cuphead. I don't know. Um, but you will see us tomorrow night for something. Probably either Apex or Phasmophobia. Um, and I'm pretty sure with Split Fiction, I'm pretty sure we're almost done with Split Fiction. I think we're almost done with that. So the next time we play Split Fiction will probably be like the last stream that we do. But all right, y'all. One second, actually. All right, sorry, my screen was acting weird. All right, y'all take care. Stay safe, take it easy, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.